Hey guys, LD here, your favorite Filipino homes YouTuber. And today we're going to talk about how you single people, I'm pleading, I'm begging that you should get a property while you are still single. Marge and I have had so many clients in the past and even in the present who have problems with their marital status. One of the things that's very crucial in buying a property is the marital status, whether we are single, married, widowed, or separated. But these four should be supported with documents from the National Statistics Office. These four should be supported. So, for example, you are married, but you cannot find your spouse anywhere for such a long time, then the problem comes in. So that is why I am here to provide a solution. And one solution I can see is for you guys, before getting married, to sign a prenuptial agreement. Not prenup photos, prenuptial agreement. This only means that when you sign that document, there will be several items that will belong to you and cannot ever belong to your spouse. Ever. So this agreement will precede the marriage contract. So if you did not sign anything, the moment you get married, everything is conjugal. Every property, everything, even the money. But if you sign a prenup agreement, it precedes the marriage contract. Meaning, once you are married, but you have signed a prenuptial agreement, everything through all those married years, all properties that belong to you when you were single will still belong to you. And all the properties that belong to your spouse will remain under the name of your spouse. Now, this is not exclusive to just real estate properties alone. This includes the wages, insurance, commissions, pension plans, medical or health insurance benefits, educational plans. So there are several items that you need to include in the prenuptial agreement if you decide, which I highly endorse, today, to sign a prenuptial agreement. Now, why am I passionate about this? I have a client today. She's a good friend way back from college. I have a certain closeness with her because we celebrate a birthday just 6 days apart. So I have this personal sort of affinity to anyone who celebrates a birthday in the same month as mine, which is June. So when I learned that she wants to buy a house, I immediately asked for everything, for all her information, IDs, address, capacity to pay. She was able to provide, and she is capable. All right. But when I asked if, are you and your, still okay? And then she said, oh no, Kuya, that's the problem. I don't know where he is. They are still very young, I think they are about 2 or 3 years younger than me. And she desperately wants to buy a house. And I asked her if she still has if her IDs were still single. She did not change yet to, the family name of her husband, but she does not have any. So that's a problem. So one of the solutions, after marriage, we cannot do anything about it anymore. Signing a prenup agreement is a tad too late. So one of the solutions is let a relative sign. Let a relative buy in her stead. her kuya, her brother, elder brother, is keen, very keen, but is kind of on the ropes about buying a property for her sister because the brother also plans to get married, you know, and he is afraid that if he buys a property for her sister, it will mark a dent in his loan application in Pag-ibig or in the bank. So for example, if he buys a house today and then a few years later he wants to buy a house again, he might have a difficulty in the loan processing because, you know, the salary and the documents and the existing loan. So if he has an existing loan, the next loan should be this amount only. So there are certain limitations if you want your sibling or any relative to buy a house for you. It's kind of heartbreaking because we also had a client in Singapore. She's older than us. She's about mid 40s, and she wants to buy a house. Unfortunately, she cannot find her husband for like 10, 11 years. So she cannot sign anything because her IDs are married, her passport is married, and her son is still 12, 13. So he's still very young to fill out the documents because by the time the unit will be turned over, her son is still not of age. Let me know your thoughts about this topic. It's kind of a touchy topic because there might be people who do not want to sign a prenuptial agreement. One of the reasons why is, you know, it might be insulting because when you sign a prenup agreement, you know, there's a massive difference in wealth probably, or one of the future spouse has a debt, as an existing debt. So those are the things, and it's quite uncommon here in the Philippines too. We preach when we were very, very young. Schools preach about close family ties. Filipinos have close family ties. Filipinos are very hospitable, and it's very uncommon to sign a prenuptial agreement because there's a mutual trust already. When both parties are still boyfriends and girlfriends. So what are your thoughts about this? If you who are reading this and you are still single and you're planning to get married, will you sign a prenuptial agreement knowing that, for example, you have a property already and your partner is kind of, you know, jumping from job to job, or does not have any clear plans in life except that he is very respectful to you and he loves you. I'm reiterating the word he here because most of the time the woman is the one who buys a property. Even in my case, Marge bought these properties. The decision making when it comes to house or condo or any property comes from the wife. So if you, a single woman, will you sign a prenuptial agreement? How about you, gentlemen? If you already have a property and you plan to not declare it to your wife, will you sign a prenuptial agreement? For me personally, I learned about prenuptial agreement from watching too many American shows, but it never crossed my mind to sign one because I completely trust my wife. And I know that my wife will be the key to my prosperity. She is the key to my financial freedom. And I know that, you know, she will make good decisions for me. So it takes a massive weight off my shoulders. So, comment below what are your thoughts about this. So that's it for today. See you tomorrow. Bye.